Hey, good morning, and welcome to the 2020 award ceremony. I'm Mark Bonus, principal of McGuffey High School. I want to first thank the students of the class of 2020, their parents, our presenters, our faculty, and our administration who have logged on this morning to continue their support of the academic programs here at McGuffey High School. This ceremony is definitely unique, but it still provides us an opportunity to reflect on the school year and the outstanding accomplishments our students have achieved both inside and outside of the classroom. We are truly grateful to have so many benefactors who have joined us here this morning to continue to support our student body with awards of recognition and scholarship. Each award presented this morning represents an exemplary effort on behalf of the student recipient, but for their presenters, it may mean a little something different. Some of our distinguished guests are here from the many civic organizations that support our school and are found throughout Washington County. Many are here to honor the memory of a family member or a colleague, and still others who have forwarded recognition are here who have made a personal commitment to the McGuffey student body of McGuffey High School. To each one of them, we graciously thank them for their continued support of us and for being here this morning. Every year I have a conversation with many parents, educators, military recruiters, all types of colleagues, employers, and I continue to stress the increasing complexity of being a teenager today. Some of the obstacles before you are unique. Some have been shared with past generations, but some continue to emerge and cause chaos. To this point, you have persevered and met all that has been expected of you. And it is my sincere hope that the foundations you have built here this morning will serve you well into the future. We have a full agenda this morning. So for the sake of time, I will conclude my welcoming message. But I want each one of the students of the class of 2020 to know that you are currently experiencing a unique situation that will pass and life will resume its normal course, in which each of you will have the opportunity to pursue your life's goals with renewed rigor and commitment. All of us respect what you have persisted through and what you have accomplished this past year, and we continue to support you as you move into the challenges beyond our walls. I want to first start the recognition with the class of 2020 honor graduates who have received their honor cords already. So I'm going to announce their names. In order to be an honors graduate, a student has graduated from McGuffey High School with a earned minimum 3.5 cumulative grade point average. This is the list of this year's honors graduates. Grace Allender, Abigail Blackhurst, Cameron Boley, Seth Berdahl, Brody Chadwick, CJ Cole, Elizabeth Krause, Cassie Dietrich, Brian Edlis, Chad Flashauer, Megan Gray, Avery Haynes, Eden Herdig, Braden Kay, Leanne Crut, Grant Kudrov, Destiny Layu, Taylor Lindley, Courtney Marquez, Isabella Miller, Blake Nardi, Taylor Scott, Jordan Sikora, Rachel Shingle, Elizabeth Sprouse, Mackenzie Stout, Dylan Summers, Matthew Watson, Carla Weaver, Greg Westfall, Marshall Whipke, Trina White, Shayla Wilkinson, and Leslie Zoller. This is the list of this year's honor graduates, and that represents a tremendous amount of work, not only over 1 year, but over 4 years of high school. So congratulations. That is a well-deserved recognition, and I look forward to seeing you in your honor cords on Friday. Speaking of Friday, please make sure that you're aware of the new format that we have embraced for this Friday's ceremony. the starting times and the arrival times. Please make sure you're aware of those. Those changed previously from the plan that we had given you whenever we passed out the caps and gowns. So we had a much more, I think, more diverse ceremony planned that has a lot of bells and whistles and a lot of great ways to celebrate you. So please make sure that you check your arrival time for this Friday ceremony. And we look forward to a great ceremony up here at McGuffey High School. A lot of people are working very hard to make sure you have something that is memorable and a good experience. I'm now going to turn it over to Mrs. Laffey, who's going to recognize some students for their attendance. Thank you.
Mr. Bonus, I currently do not see Miss Laffey in the attendees list.
Okay, well, maybe we'll catch her on the other side. Let's go with let's skip perfect attendance and we'll slide down here to the next step in here. And it's actually the Pennsylvania Association of School Business Officials. So let me read a little bit about this. McGuffey High School has the opportunity to nominate one senior student to compete for the Pennsylvania Association of School Business Officials Scholarship. This nominee is selected on merit with consideration given to involvement in extracurricular activities and leadership qualities. This year's McGuffey nominee was one of the scholarship winners. We are proud to announce that Eden Herdig will be awarded a $1,500 scholarship towards her college education. So congratulations, Eden. Well won and well deserved. That's a great way to start us out. I actually have the next one as well, which is Melissa Nardi Band Mom Scholarship. So let me read you a little bit about this one. This is written from Mr. Steve Nardi, who's a middle school science teacher up here, treasured member of our faculty. In November of 2015, just before Thanksgiving, McGuffey Band lost their band mom. My wife, Melissa, lost her battle with congestive heart failure. The Nardi family at the time decided it was best to honor her memory with the Melissa Nardi Band Mom Scholarship. This year we have two wonderful co-winners. Carla Weaver, known to our family as Red One, and Cameron Boley. Both kids are exemplary band members and leaders. They were also all-around nice kids, which is what a mom truly wants in their kids. This year we had an impromptu drive-by barbecue giveaway on the front porch and raise some money for the students. Both Carla and Cameron will receive a $350 scholarship for their continued education. This is also the last year of the Melissa Nardi Band Mom Scholarship. Earlier this year, Melissa's band mom mentor, Beth McCord, tragically died. In her honor, we are changing the name of the scholarship to the McGuffey Band Mom Scholarship in honor of both Beth and Melissa. The Nardi family will continue to seed money to the scholarship fund, and we hope to redo the barbecue next year and add funds to the scholarship drive. Thanks to everyone who has donated and participated. Thanks to Cameron and Carla for being such an awesome band kids. Congratulations to all members of the class of 2020. So thank you, Mr. Nardi, for your continued support of our students up here. Congratulations to Carla. Congratulations to Cameron on this award. The next one happens to be me as well. I'm not the only one presenting here. I just happened to catch a couple here in a row. Is the Buchholz Science Scholarship. So let me tell you a little bit about this. And then we're moving on to Mr. Welk.
Mr. Bonus, Mrs. Laffey is in, so if you want to do that one, she can go next, and then I'll go.
Okay, I will. How about I'll do the Buchholz Scholarship, and then we'll slide to Ms. Laffey for the attendance and the MEA Kennedy Memorial Scholarship, and then we'll come back to you, Mr. Welk. You good with that plan?
Sounds good.
Okay. The Buchholz Buchholz Science Scholarship. Let me read a little bit about this award. The Buchholz Science Scholarship Fund was created in 2000 by Paul Buchholz, a former science teacher at McGuffey High School. The fund provides scholarships to McGuffey seniors pursuing post-secondary education in the field of science. As a science teacher, Paul Buckholt was involved with the McGuffey School District for more than 30 years. He has retired from his teaching position, but his involvement with McGuffey will continue into the future. This year's recipient of the Paul Buckholt Science Scholarship is Gregory Westfall. So congratulations, Gregory. And we'll move on to Ms. Laffey, who's going to do the next two awards. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning, graduating class of 2020. I'm here to present an award to any senior who had perfect attendance this school year. This year, one senior had perfect attendance, and that student is Brody Chadwick. Congratulations, Brody. Good job on perfect attendance, and I'll get the certificate out for you. Very impressive. I'm also here to present the Penny Kennedy Memorial Scholarship. Each year, McGuffey School District's Teachers Union, the McGuffey Education Association, sponsors and funds a $500 scholarship. The Penny Kennedy Scholarship is awarded to a McGuffey senior who has shown excellence in academics and service to their community. The scholarship honors Penny Kennedy, who is a dedicated McGuffey educator at the elementary level for many years. This year, we're very excited that due to the generosity of our members and a desire to help our senior families in a difficult time, we are able to also give two runner-up awards of $250 each. On behalf of the McGuffey Education Association, I would like to announce that this year's first place winner of a $500 scholarship is Logan Janovich. Our runner-up winners of $250 scholarships each are Greg Westfall and CJ Cole. Congratulations to these students and the entire class of 2020. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Laffey. Good morning. My name is Chet Welk. I'm the assistant principal here. Welcome, graduates. I know we're in a little bit of a tough situation, but we're going to make the best of it. My scholarship is the Alice Boone Maine Memorial Scholarship. The Alice Boone Maine Memorial Scholarship Fund was created in 1999 by the family and friends to provide post-secondary scholarships to worthy McGuffey School District graduates in pursuit of their dreams. Alice Boone Maine was born on May 24th, 1951, and after graduating from McGuffey High School in 1969, she went on to receive degrees in elementary education, eventually returning to her beloved alma mater as a teacher. She served as a principal in several area school districts, working lastly at Claysville Elementary School. Additionally, she served as the federal programs coordinator for the McGuffey School District. This year's recipient of the Alice Boone Maine Memorial Scholarship is Blake Nardi. Congratulations, Blake. I also have the privilege of giving the Cynthia McCune Scholarship. The Cynthia McCune Scholarship Fund was created in 2017 by family and friends to honor the memory of Cynthia, who passed away in January 2017 after a courageous battle with cancer. Cynthia Louise Daly McCune was born on November 22nd, 1961 to Philip and Judy Hogue Daly of West Alexander. After graduating from McGuffey High School, she went on to receive an associate's degree in nursing from West Virginia Northern Community College in Wheeling, West Virginia. Cynthia later completed her bachelor's degree in nursing from California University of Pennsylvania, and through the years worked as a nurse at the Canonsburg Hospital, St. Clair Hospital, Med Express, Washington and Jefferson College, and Wheeling Hospital. This year's recipient of the Cynthia McCune Scholarship is Matthew Watson. Congratulations, Matthew. Bonus, I believe Mrs. Adams is next.
Yes. Ms. Adams, our principal of Western Area Career and Technology Center, is going to present some awards for Western area students. You're muted,
Ms.
Mary.
Adams, you're on mute.
Sorry, I'm used to classrooms.
You're good.
Good morning. On behalf of Western Area Career and Technology Center, we would like to recognize 2 McGuffey seniors who have shown exemplary skills in their chosen fields. Along with all of our students, they are great, and we really appreciate all our students from McGuffey. But today we would like to recognize Sean Buckles in the field of electrical occupations and William Bevlin in machine shop. Congratulations to both of these students and to all of our seniors. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Adams. I appreciate you taking the time to step in today, and we look forward to your graduation ceremony down at Western Area. You want to tell them a little bit about that while they're on here?
Yes, we've sent letters to all of our seniors. We will have 3 different nights. Every student will be permitted to have 1 car, and we have lots of surprises for you. It's going to be a nice big party celebrating all your success. So we look forward to seeing you at the end of this month. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Our next presenter is going to be Ms. Renee Cambruzzi, who's going to be presenting the McGuffey FFA Scholarship. Good morning, Ms. Cambruzzi.
Good morning. I don't know why I'm on not on video, so I'm going to get myself there. Hi, everyone.
Great, you're there.
Yeah, I just want to say congratulations to the class of 2020. And I want to take a few seconds. I know I'm here to recognize those for the scholarship, but I wanted to recognize the agricultural program completers this morning. And these seniors I had a chance to visit last week, and they'll be graduating with cords, and that's Elizabeth Krause, Bethany Williams, Billy Loya, and Thomas Sales. I just wanted to make sure that I recognized them this morning before I started my scholarship. So each year, the McGuffey FFA hands out a scholarship that is funded solely by the donations of animals that are given back at sales, and whether that is the Washington County Fair or the West Alexander Fair. This year, we have 2 recipients. Our first recipient is Elizabeth Krause. Elizabeth is a 4-year member of our program. Lizzie will be attending California University of Pennsylvania in the fall for elementary education, and I'm sure she'll make a great educator. The second is Logan Janovich. Logan is attending Ohio Technical Institute in the fall for welding and has been a 2-year member of our program and a great help in our FFA. So congratulations to both of you and to our entire senior class. I look forward to seeing you Friday.
Thank you, Mrs. Cambruzzi. Really appreciate you taking the time and your efforts here. And thank you for the coming in this week and helping to get some things ready for our graduation ceremony on Friday. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
The next presenter is going to be Mr. Welk. He's going to do the next 2 awards, the Rotary Club of Washington Scholarship and the Clyde J. Chapman Rotary Award. Mr. Welk.
Okay, so I have the Rotary Club of Washington, PA Scholarship. The Rotary Club of Washington awards scholarships to local students who display academic achievement, exemplary character and leadership, and who provide community service. This year's recipient of the Rotary Club of Washington, PA Scholarship is Avery Haynes. Congratulations, Avery. The next scholarship I have the honor of presenting is the Clyde J. Chapman Washington Rotary Club Award. Clyde J. Chapman was a longtime Rotarian who was also active in many other local civic and charitable causes. He was also a strong advocate for post-secondary education. The Clyde J. Chapman Washington Rotary Club Vocational and Educational Fund honors Clydes by providing post-secondary scholarships to well-rounded graduating seniors from McGuffey, Trinity, and Washington school districts who are actively involved in community service. This year's recipient of the Clyde J. Chapman Washington Rotary Club Award is Jenna Rasich. Congratulations, Jenna. I believe next is Mrs. Lee. Mrs. Lee.
Good morning.
Good
morning,
morning,
class
Jenny.
of 2020. I am so thrilled to be presenting the Business Department Awards today. First, a message to the class of 2020, sending you a great big virtual hug from me. So many of you have taken many business classes, and I'm super psyched about that, as you have had the skills and you've been presented with the employability skills to be successful in the workplace. So there are 7 individuals who have taken 5 business classes throughout their high school career. These individuals are Abby Blackhurst, CJ Cole, Nate McMasteller, Anastasia Losi, Jordan Wallace, Maddie Zogren, and Shayla Wilkinson. Throughout your 4 years, I've become close to all of you, and you will be receiving a engraved business wallet to hold all the money you'll be making in the future. I also have 2 gentlemen that I would like to honor as the outstanding business students. These individuals, I guess I needed to share my video. These 2 individuals are the outstanding business students, and that would be Jordan Kelly and Marshall Whipke. You 2 young men have maintained an A in 6 of my business classes. That is a lot of Mrs. Lee. So I certainly appreciate your successes in the business department at McGuffey High School, and I wish the class of 2020 the best of luck in the future.
Thank you, Mrs. Lee. Thank you for your continued support here of our students. And just hold on for a second. The class of 2020 might not be a little bit familiar with your recognition as a finalist for the 2020 class of next year, 2020-2021 school year finalist as a Pennsylvania Teacher of the Year. So we thank you for your continued commitment to our students, and we're certainly very proud of the things that you've accomplished here and that you continue to provide for our students. But I wanted to make sure that the seniors knew that because they might have missed it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sure. The next 3 awards are going to be done by me. The Ryan and Vaughn Johnson Scholarship, the Stephen M. Breese Memorial Scholarship, and the Chapman Family Scholarship. So I'll read a little bit about those events as well. The Ryan Johnson and Vaughn Johnson Scholarship Fund honors 2 members of the Johnson family, Ryan and his father, Vaughn. The purpose is to benefit graduating seniors of McGuffey High School. Initially, the scholarship fund was created by Vaughn and Cheryl Johnson with the memorial contributions received following the tragic death of their son, Ryan. Sadly, Vaughn succumbed to cancer in early 2011, creating a perpetual bond between the father and son. Vaughn's name was added to Ryan's Scholarship Fund. Vaughn was a respected member of the drilling industry and part owner and CEO of Washington Rotating Control Heads for 34 years. Normally, 1 scholarship is awarded each year, but this year there are 2 winners. This year's winners of the Ryan Johnson and Vaughn Johnson Scholarship Fund are Grace Allender and Isabella Miller. Congratulations, Grace and Isabella. The next award is a Stephen M. Breese Memorial Scholarship. I'll read a little bit about that one. For those of you who did not know Stephen, he graduated from McGuffey in 2003. He was the most laid-back, humble individual you have ever met. Stephen had nothing but natural talent in any sport he ever attempted. Stephen excelled in baseball, football, and wrestling, and had many individual accomplishments in each sport. It was Christmas night in 2013. Stephen was driving his family in their car when they were struck head-on by a drunk driver. Stephen was killed. In Stephen's memory, we have an annual golf scramble and dinner to celebrate the life of Stephen. All the proceeds from this event go into the Stephen M. Breese Memorial Scholarship. The Stephen M. Breese Memorial Scholarship is based off of a few criteria. A senior who has lettered in 3 sports their senior year. The senior athlete must be planning to be a full-time student in a post-high school program with an intent on obtaining a degree or a title or a certification. We ask that the student athlete provides a letter of recommendation from either the teacher or a coach. We ask that they include a letter of acceptance from a post-high school program. And finally, we have them write an essay what it means to be a teammate. This year, we would like to congratulate CJ Cole as the winner of the 2020 Stephen M. Breese Scholarship. Congratulations, CJ. The next award is the Chapman Family Scholarship, and I'll read a little bit about that. The Chapmans greatly value education and created the Chapman Family Scholarship Fund in 2010 to encourage graduating seniors in Washington or Greene counties to continue their education beyond high school. To enable students of diverse backgrounds, interests, and career goals to benefit, this scholarship is made available to students pursuing any post-secondary education program. This includes trade and technical schools, as well as colleges and universities, offering associate's or bachelor's degrees programs. Each recipient is awarded a scholarship of no less than $1,000 and is eligible to receive an annual scholarship for 3 subsequent years, provided he or she continues to meet the eligibility requirements. This year's recipients of the Chapman Family Scholarship are Reagan Johnson and Logan Janovich. Congratulations, Reagan and Logan. The next award will be presented by Mr. Whistler.
Here I am.
You're good, Mr. Whistler.
Hello. This is a new award for us. Both Mr. Valentine and myself wanted to start doing something with technology education, just to recognize. Thank you, Mr. Bonus. To recognize our students that we feel are achieving in our subject area. And a lot does go into the senior video. And around this time and around the springtime is actually a big time for the senior video. And a lot of seniors are kind of, you see the door and you keep on working to get that senior video finished. And this is a new award that I'm calling the Beast Award, because I do refer to my kids as beasts, especially when they're editing and they're just getting their work done. They show exemplary editing skills with problem-solving skills and self-educating skills. So if they don't figure something out, instead of coming to me, they'll figure out for themselves. They use their resources. And the 2 individuals that I see a lot of this in my video classes were both Braden Kay and Reagan Johnson. So they will both be recipients of my 2020 Beast Award. So congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Whistler, and thank you for all your commitments you've made to the class of 2020. Mr. Whistler will be your videographer here on Friday, and he's doing a lot of work with us to help decorate our campus with a lot of opportunities for you to celebrate. So thank you for coming in and doing those extra pieces here, Mr. Whistler. Class of 2020 will certainly appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
The next 3 awards, next 4 awards are going to be given by Mr. Harold. And they're the Mark Wilson Memorial Scholarship, Mark Wilson Spirit Award, the John Philip Sousa Award, and the Semper Fidelis Award for Musical Excellence. Mr. Harold. Mr. Harold, if you're we're not coming through right now, it's showing that your mic is muted.
Hello, McGuffey seniors. I'm here to award a couple of awards. We're going to start out with the John Philip Sousa Award, and that's going to be given to Carla Weaver. So congratulations, Carla Weaver. The next award is the Marine Award, Semper Fidelis Award, and that will go to Alicia Sprouse. So congratulations, Alicia. After that is the Mark Wilson Spirit Award. And this year, that award goes to Cameron Boley. So congratulations, Cameron Boley. And the last band award for this year is the Mark Wilson Memorial Scholarship, which is a $500 monetary award to a senior going on in to higher education. And that award goes to Blake Nardi. So congratulations, Blake Nardi. And good luck, class of 2020.
Thank you, Mr. Harold, and thank you, Mr. Harold. If you can't see there, I don't think he's at home. I think he's in the auditorium making
No,
sure
we're coming to you
that-
live from the auditorium.
Yes, live from the auditorium. He's there getting the sound ready for both our baccalaureate service tonight, which starts at 7 o'clock. And for, obviously, he comes in and assists us with the sound for the commencement ceremony. So thank you, Mr. Harold, for all your commitment to the class of 2020 and doing those extra special things. It really
Thank you,
takes
Mr.
a
Bonus.
large commitment from everybody, and you've been most gracious to help us do that. So thank you, Mr. Harold.
Thank you. Thank you. Keep going, class of 2020.
The next award, 3 awards are going to be given by Mr. Welk. They're the Nathan P. Kennedy Memorial Scholarship, the David and Sarah F. Johnson Family Education Scholarship, and the Arthur S. Reese Scholarship Fund. Mr. Welk.
Okay, the Nathan P. Kennedy Memorial Scholarship. I'd like to read these words from Derek Hoover, friend of Nathan and scholarship co-chairman. The Nathan P. Kennedy Memorial Scholarship Committee would first like to say congratulations to the class of 2020 and good luck to all of you in your future endeavors. During Nathan's years at McGuffey, he was a great competitor and always put the work in to deserve all the accolades he accomplished. He was a WPIAL champion and 3-time section champion. But you know, those things are great. But what Nathan did for his country speaks volume to the type of person that he was. The attitude he carried through his athletic career stuck with him as he decided to enter the military. He was described by many who served with him as a selfless leader. He was a trained Army Ranger and sniper assigned to the 2nd Battalion, 12th Infantry Regiment, 4th Brigade Combat Team, 4th Infantry Division in Fort Carson, Colorado. He had a very accomplished deployment in Iraq and was later deployed to Afghanistan, where Nathan gave the ultimate sacrifice. Nathan received several awards for his service, including the Army Commendation Medal, the Army Achievement Medal, the National Defense Service Medal, and the Purple Heart. The loss of Nathan brought tremendous grief to the McGuffey community, who at the same time graciously welcomed him home. Nathan gave his life to protect every single one of us, and for that, Sergeant Nathan Kennedy is our hero. I am extremely honored to be giving the Nathan P. Kennedy Memorial Scholarship to an outstanding group of individuals. As a committee, we were very pleased with this year's applicants. They all did a great job, capturing their own mindset on the phrase, the land of the free because of the brave. This year's recipients all excelled at being all around individuals, academically, in athletics, as well as in the community. There are 3 levels of winners this year. There is a gold, a silver, and a bronze. I'm going to start with the gold level. Gold level winners, Logan Janovich and Jenna Racich. Silver level winners, CJ Cole, Mackenzie Stout, Elizabeth Krause. Bronze level winners, Reagan Johnson, Gregory Westfall, and Avery Haynes. Congratulations to all, and thank you, Nathan, for your service. David and Sarah F. Johnson Family Education Fund. The David and Sarah F. Johnson Family Education Fund was established in 2004 as a tribute to 2 loving, caring people who were wonderful parents and grandparents, hardworking and upstanding citizens, and constant contributors to the betterment of their community. The fund provides educational scholarships to deserving graduates of McGuffey High School. Soon after their marriage in 1946, David and Sarah moved to Buffalo Township, where they lived for the remainder of their lives and developed many strong ties to the McGuffey community. Acquiring an education was an important goal to Dave and Sarah, since their own education plans have been altered by the circumstances of the World War. For this reason, they did all they could so their children and grandchildren could obtain the best possible education. It seems fitting that their names will live on through the annual presentation of a scholarship to a McGuffey student, thereby continuing their encouragement and support of the value of education. This year's winner is Rachel Shingle. Congratulations, Rachel. The next scholarship I'll be giving is the Arthur S. Reese Scholarship. The Reese Family Trust Fund was started back in 1989 for the purpose of aiding students in their pursuit of higher education. Mr. Arthur S. Reese was an able businessman and active churchman. He moved into Washington, PA in the late 1920s from West Virginia with the glass industry. Mr. Reese joined the Fair Hill Manor Christian Church under the old name of Second Christian Church in 1930. Second Christian Church was established in 1903 and in 1963 became Fair Hill Manor Christian Church. Mr. Reese served the church faithfully until his death in 1989 at the age of 99. His interest in the church, and particularly the youth of the church and the area, led Mr. Reese to establish the Arthur S. Reese Family Trust Fund. This trust fund not only benefits the normal operations of Fair Hill Manor Christian Church, but also provides student grants to both non-members and members who are pursuing a college education. His memory and dedication to the church lives on through the annual scholarship awards that are issued from this trust fund. This year's recipient of the Arthur S. Reese Trust Fund is Avery Haynes. Congratulations, Avery. Mr. Bonus, I'm gonna pass it back to you to introduce the next recipient.
Okay, Ms. Painter is actually going to do the next one, and it's the Blood Bank Scholarship winners. Ms. Painter, I see you there, and I see that you have somebody with you. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
This is Gus, our McGuffey therapy dog. And unfortunately, his first day was supposed to be March 16th, and that's when our world ended at McGuffey High School. So hopefully next year he can be a part of our family.
Okay, thank you. And your scholarships for the blood bank. So thank you. If you get a little closer, we can hear you a little bit better.
Okay.
There you go. Perfect. Perfect.
Good morning, McGuffey seniors and McGuffey families. Gus, our McGuffey therapy dog, and I are honored to be announcing the winners of the Vitalent Blood Bank Scholarship. Vitalent is a nonprofit organization that collects blood from volunteer donors and provides blood products and services across the United States. Because of your donations, life doesn't stop. We thank everyone who has donated. In order to win this scholarship, senior students had to have donated blood at one of the blood drives held this year. Donors' names were drawn randomly. The following students have earned $200 from the scholarship fund: Leslie Zoller, Elia Ransom, Christopher Hall, Gavin Sepsic, and Drake Schultz. Congratulations and thank you all for donating. All blood drives are currently canceled. However, you can still donate. Whether you're eligible to give whole blood or recovering from COVID-19 and can donate convalescent plasma, you are saving lives. For individual donation sites, you can log on to vitalent.org. In the words of one of our seniors, Mr. Brian Edlis, you may have saved a little girl. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Painter. And thank you for everything you've done with that, the blood drive program this year. And thank you for the training of Gus, the therapy dog. And we look forward to making him part of the McGuffey family when we resume our course in the fall. So thank you for your time.
Thank you. Good luck 2020.
The next faculty member is Ms. Wirtz, who's going to present some scholarships and pins and such that were already passed out in their caps and gowns, but Ms. Wirtz is going to celebrate her National Honor Society students. Good morning, Ms. Wirtz.
Good morning. My name is Rebecca Wirtz, and I'm the advisor of McGuffey High School's chapter of National Honor Society. At this time, I'd like to recognize the well-deserved honor stoles of the National Honor Society senior members. In addition to the 3.7 GPA requirement, Each member is required to complete community service and uphold the 4 pillars of NHS: scholarship, leadership, service, and character. They also participated in several group projects, including blood drives, Operation Christmas Child, and Pennies for Patients. NHS seniors should have received their NHS stoles and will wear them to this Friday's graduation ceremony. They may also want to add their NHS pin to their robe or stole as an additional accessory. Congratulations to the class of 2020 National Honor Society seniors: Grace Allender, Cameron Boley, Abigail Blackhurst, Seth Bergdahl, CJ Cole, Elizabeth Krause, Brian Edlis, Megan Gray, Avery Haynes, Eden Herdig, Destiny Lehue, Taylor Lindley, Isabel Miller, Blake Nardi, Rachel Shingle, Elizabeth Sprouse, Mackenzie Stout, Matthew Watson, Carla Weaver, Gregory Westfall, and Trina White. I enjoyed having all of these students in class, and I'm going to miss them very much in NHS next year. I would now like to take a moment to announce this year's NHS Senior Scholarship recipients. Thanks to the following local businesses and organizations, McGuffey National Honor Society had funds for our annual NHS Senior Scholarships, despite the fact that we were unable to hold our volleyball fundraiser due to COVID-19. McGuffey NHS extends a huge thank you to Claysville Animal Care, Lagonda Machine, Shearer Heating, AC and Refrigeration, Chapman Corporation, America's Auto Auction Pittsburgh, Range Resources, Kim's Corner, Napa Auto Parts Claysville, McKean Plumbing and Heating, and First Federal of Greene. These scholarships would not be possible without their generosity. NHS officers voted to award 5 $295 NHS Senior Scholarships. These recipients must have met all of their requirements for National Honor Society to be eligible in a random drawing. The awards go to Rachel Shingle, Gregory Westfall, Abigail Blackhurst, CJ Cole, and Grace Allender. Finally, I would like to recognize our National Honor Society officers. Each of these students will receive an officer pin. I appreciate their leadership and commitment to McGuffey's chapter of National Honor Society. Elizabeth Sprouse, President, Carla Weaver, Vice President, Destiny Lehue, Historian, Mackenzie Stout, Secretary, Elizabeth Krause, Parliamentarian, and Blake Nardi, Treasurer. Thank you to the NHS seniors, and congratulations to McGuffey High School's class of 2020.
Thank you, Ms. Wertz. I appreciate your continued support of our students and the operations of the National Honor Society. She does an excellent job putting things together, and she really appreciates her students. So don't forget to wear your NHS stoles. We also have students who received recognition from the National Technical Honor Society. So they received a stole. I put it in their cap and gown as well, and that's Leslie Zoller. So congratulations to Leslie. That shows excellence in her career field at Western area. The next award is Ms. Linda Immaterio, who's, I see you've come into the spot there in Mr. Welk's office. So thank you for coming in this morning. And you want to recognize some of your seniors for the Beyond the Grade Digital Magazine Writing Award. Thank you, Mrs. Immaterio. You're up.
Good morning. So I have hijacked Mr. Welk's office to present these beautiful awards that you will be receiving when you come up for graduation. Because of the circumstance and the unprecedented shutdown, we had to come up with, the teachers, of course, as everyone knows, had to come up with some pretty creative ways to finish the year with some academic rigor. So one of my ideas, and some of my students who are part of this decision, was to create a digital magazine. And we named it Hijacked. And it's Hijacked, the senior class of 2020 digital magazine. And you will all be, if you put an article onto our magazine, you will be receiving the certificate of recognition. And I will read the list of contributing authors. And I thank you very much, because the reason why I called this the Beyond the Grade Award is that this was done in the spirit of documenting this unprecedented situation, and there was no grade involved. So I really appreciate all of you going above and beyond the grade. I'm so grateful. So here are the names. Thank you to William Beverlin, Seth Bergdolt, Connor Diesel, Brian Edlis, Allison Grimm, Chris Hall, Eden Hurtig, Alexis Hostinsky, Reagan Johnson, Braden Kay, Jordan Kelly, the King, Matt Krashauer, Leanne Krut, Destiny Lehu, Anastasia Losi, Billy Loya, Lorenzo Litton, Marcus Main, Courtney Marquez, Ian McClavick, Hope Moore, Seamus Phillips, Jenna Rasich, Jordan Sakura, Tyler Smith, Lacey Wallace, Brooke White, Emily White, Shayla Wilkinson, Gage Wright, Leslie Zoller, and Maddie Zogren. That's a lot of kids willing to go above and beyond the grade. And I thank you so much. You made a real effort to journal, and this will be an official publication because I have plans for this digital magazine. So you'll have to stay tuned. Good luck, graduates. I love you. I miss you. I cannot wait to see you on Friday. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Immaterio, for taking on that task and documenting our experiences and experiences of our students as we go through these sort of unprecedented times, which will pass and we'll move on and we'll reflect on those. So we'll have some type of written record of their experience. And I think that's a great idea for journalism. And thank you for taking that extra effort for our seniors.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bonus. Bye-bye.
Sure. The next presenter is going to be the senior athlete recognition. That's going to be Mr. Ed Dalton, our Director of Athletics.
Okay, I'm back. I am going to read for Coach Dalton. He had a family emergency, but he sent me a text message of what he'd like to say. So I apologize for reading off my phone, but that's how we're going to have to do it here. First of all, I'd like to apologize to the class of 2020 for not being able to be with you in person today. For a school our size, we are extremely competitive in almost every major sport. With this past season, almost 2/3 of our teams reaching the playoffs. You need to look no farther than up at the banner in the entryway to the gym to see how many accomplished individual athletes we have had from the class of 2020. Because of our numbers, sometimes the smaller sports have cycles up and down, but we have had many smaller sports like golf and rifle have continued success for a long period of time. I would like to point out that as I don't think there's any school around that can boast more multiple sports athletes than we have here at McGuffey. And to be honest with you, that is the secret to our success. I empathize greatly with all the athletes who do not get the opportunity to compete in their spring season, as I know with almost 100% certainty, our baseball team would have competed for a section championship. Our softball team would have returned to the playoffs. Both our boys and girls track teams would have competed for playoff spots and had individual wins in the WPI and PI AA medals. Our boys tennis team had a strong nucleus with one of the best individual players we've had in the last 5 years, so I know they would have made some noise. For those of you that are continuing your athletic career collegiately, I wish you the best. We will follow you, recognize and brag about you as much as we can, and as you continue your career, because you will always be a Highlander first. In closing, all of you seniors remember, whatever you dream, you can become. And to CJ and Marshall, WVU football does expect a win over Notre Dame. So God bless the class of 2020. Thank you from Coach Dalton.
Thank you, Mr. Dalton. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate all of our students with the situation that came up with spring sports. That was both tragic for them as a way of ending their athletic careers at the high school level. But we certainly wish those students the best that are moving into collegiate athletics. Sometimes the athletic field is underestimated in the things that it can teach you. I think that one thing we have to understand that not all teachers are coaches, but definitely all coaches are teachers, and they teach a lot of life lessons about persistence, teamwork, communication, commitment, and things like that come through our athletic field. They come through our band. They come through our chorus programs. They come through all of our activities. And so the learning is not just isolated to the classroom and content. It really has a varied, a varied approach. So congratulations to those gentlemen, and thank you, Mr. Dalton. I have the next two awards to present. One is the West Liberty University Presidential Scholarship, and the other one is our military recognitions. So let me read about the West Liberty one. Students accepted for admission with at least a 3.75 high school grade point average and a combined SAT score of between 1160 and 1280 are designated as presidential scholars by West Liberty University. This scholarship is a $7,500 a year scholarship for 4 years. And this year's awardee from the West Liberty University Presidential Scholarship is Mackenzie Stout. So congratulations to Mackenzie and your award there and your movement to West Liberty University. It's a great accomplishment. The next two awards are our military recognition. We have two members of the class of 2020 who will be joining the military and who have made their enlistment official, and they'll receive, as our tradition is, we always give them an American flag here that we present to them for their enlistment in the military. It's a great honor, and we're very proud of their commitment to this, to each of the branches of the service. This year, we happen to have two McGuffey seniors, Braden Kay, who has joined the United States Air Force, and Bethany Williams, who has joined the United States Navy. So we are tremendously proud of McGuffey High School's continued commitment to the armed services and the military, and we appreciate them, and we thank them for their future service to both our community and our nation. The next award is going to be given by Miss Megan Pendleton. It's a Spanish National Honor Society chord presentation. Miss Pendleton, are you there?
I'm here to present awards for which this on behalf of and so as they were actually students doing and these students received stories from graduates.
Megan, are you still there? You're very choppy. I don't know if it's your internet connection. We couldn't hear you. I think Mr. Bonus is going to announce the honor chords. I don't know if you can get some.
Okay, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties there. Miss Pendleton, you're not coming through real good. So appreciate your time coming in this morning. Ms. Pendleton is a gracious member of our McGuffey faculty, teaches Spanish up here at McGuffey High School, and she's actually a McGuffey High School graduate too. So we were glad to welcome her back onto our staff this year. I'll read the names here because I don't think anybody could make out what they were. These students, if most of them has picked them up, but may not have picked them up. I have two here that haven't picked them up. These are the cords that are representative of their participation in the National Spanish Honor Society. These fellow students have earned this recognition. Grace Allender, Brody Chadwick, Brian Edlis, Megan Gray, Elizabeth Sprouse, Mackenzie Stout, Greg Westfall, and Trina White. So if you haven't already picked up your cords, they'll be ready here for you during graduation. They came in a little bit late this year. So thank you. The next is the Washington Lions Club Award, and that's Mr. Welk.
Okay, so the Washington Lions Club Scholarship. Each year, the Washington Lions Club awards a $1,000 scholarship to a McGuffey student. Scholarships will be awarded to seniors who exemplify the characteristics expounded by Lions Clubs International. A student who creates and fosters a spirit of understanding among peoples of the world. A student who promotes the principles of good government and good citizenship. A student who takes an active interest in the civic, cultural, social, and/or more welfare of the school and community. And a student who serves the school or community without personal financial award. This year's recipient of the Washington Lions Club Scholarship is Grace Allender. Congratulations, Grace. Ms. Bennis, I'll pass it back to you for the next award.
Thank you, Mr. Welk. The next two awards are the Olivia Scott Scholarship Fund and the Olivia Scott Foundation Volleyball Scholarship, and those will be presented by Ms. Denise Lee.
Hello again. As one of the original board members of the Olivia Scott Foundation, it is my honor to present the Olivia Scott Foundation Scholarships. Those of you who knew Olivia Jean Griffin Scott describe her as a vibrant, ambitious teenager who loved her family, friends, and she loved her life. Born on December 1991 to Mark and Ann Scott, Olivia grew into a caring and charismatic young lady who I grew to love very much. She loved her Pittsburgh Penguins, and she loved her favorite band, the Clarks. This member of the National Honor Society at McGuffey High School was also a skilled athlete, having earned 3 letters in volleyball and a place on the track team. In February of 2009, doctors discovered that Olivia had a huge tumor on her liver. Sadly, this vibrant young lady with such a bright future ahead of her was diagnosed with cancer, and the prognosis was very grim. Throughout her fight, Olivia demonstrated incredible strength, remarkable courage, and a positive attitude through grace. It was the perseverance that gave Olivia's family and friends the ability to face this challenge that lies ahead by helping through her final days. In honor of her memory, it is my pleasure and the Olivia Scott family and friends as to create the Olivia Scott Foundation in 2009. Its most popular event is the Christmas stocking drive that benefits the children in the cancer unit at Children's Hospital. Many of our seniors this past December took oodles and oodles of stocking stuffers and gifts to Children's Hospital on behalf of the Olivia Scott Foundation. The scholarship fund is annually awarded to 2 scholarships to deserving students. $1,000 scholarship will be awarded to a graduating senior at McGuffey High School where Olivia attended high school. The second $1,000 scholarship will be awarded to a student in another high school in Washington County. This year's McGuffey recipient for the Olivia Scott Foundation Scholarship is CJ Cole. Congratulations, CJ. Volleyball was Olivia's favorite sport. Recipients of this award played volleyball for no less than 3 years and displayed academic excellence as reflected in their GPA. That scholarship recipient goes to Megan Gray. Congratulations, Megan.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Lee. We have two more awards coming, Top of the Shop and the Engineering Excellence Award. And those awards will be presented by Mr. Andrew Valentine. Mr. Andrew Valentine is a new teacher for us, and he is doing a phenomenal job in his short time here so far. This is Mr. Valentine in the audience here.
He should be joining us shortly.
Thank you. Andrew, you're muted and your video screen's off. You have to turn those on.
Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, that's a weird background. All right. That was something from the past. I was trying to play a prank earlier in the year. But
I was wondering where all the toilet paper went.
Yeah, that was for, you were supposed to have a Zoom meeting. I guess
was.
it saved it. But my name is Andrew Valentine. I'm a technology education teacher at the high school, and I have the opportunity to present 2 awards for the engineering technology department. The first award that I have is called the Top of the Shop. This award goes to a student that excelled in the hands-on aspects of classwork in the shop. Which includes using many power tools, machines, problem solving, and then creating high quality projects with great craftsmanship. This award goes to Garrett Boone. So congratulations, Garrett. Garrett did a wonderful job in my manufacturing enterprise class, and one of the main projects that he built was an end table that turned out wonderful. So congratulations, Garrett, and best of luck. The next award is called Engineering Excellence. This award goes to a student that excelled in being creative, thinking outside the box, problem solving, and getting the desired results that they wanted. This award goes to Ryan Sullivan. Congratulations, Ryan. Ryan always went above and beyond in the senior engineering design development class. He was very committed to the first robotics club also. Ryan spent a lot of his free time, lunches, time after school, and Saturdays helping work on the robot. Ryan never gave up even when the problems became complex and hard, and that is a great trait to have. Congratulations, Ryan, and best of luck. Congratulations, all of seniors, and good luck.
Thank you, Mr. Valentine. I appreciate these. These are 2 new awards who's really taken in this recognition here. And Mr. Valentine has also been up to help you guys with our signs and other things that are going to celebrate you on Friday. So thank you, Mr. Valentine, for coming in and making that commitment to the class of 2020. The next award is going to be presented by Ms. Huber, who's going to have a special recognition for a senior of the class of 2020. Ms. Huber?
Hello. So today I'm giving out the McGuffey Enthusiast Award. This student has demonstrated the utmost McGuffey pride since coming to our district this year. This senior has been such a pleasure to have in class and has been a great addition to our district. He loves our school and has worked with Chief throughout the year. And I would like to present Michael Worrell with the McGuffey Enthusiast Award. Thanks, and congrats, class of 2020.
Thank you, Ms. Huber. And we miss you, Mike. We can't wait to see you on graduation. You always bring such a positive experience to our day and have really been an essential member of the class of 2020 and a great contribution to our student body. So we can't wait to see you Friday. The last 2 awards are our TriStar Awards, and they are given to our top 3 students in the class of 2020, and they are this year's speakers for commencement. This year's speakers, they will be speaking at all 3 ceremonies. We're going to have full ceremonies for all 3 of our graduation events. So they are speaking on the topic of overcoming challenges, which is probably a pretty common topic, but I think they'll give you a great perspective on how they are overcoming challenges and how they feel that this this fits into the situation. So this year's speakers are Grace Allender, Carla Weaver, and Gregory Westfall. So we can't wait to hear their words on commencement and or on our graduation ceremony. And we know that they're going to do a great job. So congratulations to Grace, Carla, and Gregory. That was the last awards. To date, the class of 2020 from McGuffey High School has reported over $526,000 in scholarships and grants to attend colleges, universities, and trade schools across the United States. That number will continue to grow. It's over $500,000 awarded to our students in scholarships and grants, and many of the scholarships pushed their deadlines for their applications back till mid-June and such. So some of them are still going to be coming in, but standing at for 105 graduates, which is the smallest class in the history of the school district, to tell you the truth. They've been a small class all the way through ever since they began in kindergarten. So 105 students for over $525,000 represents a great commitment and a great performance on your behalf, which will continue to grow. The last part of the ceremony is we do the traditional McGuffey Reader Exchange. As far as some of you may know, the McGuffey Reader is a very traditional part of our ceremony here. Our school district, William Holmes McGuffey, was born in the McGuffey School District and basically became one of the great American educators in terms of teaching content and teaching grammar and teaching all the messages that are found in the McGuffey Readers. So in this part of the ceremony, the president of your senior class, which is Cameron Boley, and the president of the junior class, which is Gracie Stegan, have some words to exchange. And if we were having this a live session, they'd exchange this. So I'll turn this over to Cameron, who's going to read this transition of student leadership from the senior president to the junior president. Cameron, you're muted.
I'm all those things. Yeah. All right.
Hey, you're looking good. You're looking good.
What's up, man? Yeah, I'm getting a haircut today, so we'll take care of it.
Yes.
All right. As president of the senior class, I present this McGuffey Reader to you as a symbol of the education and learning which we have received as students at McGuffey High School. Although we shall soon be alumni of McGuffey, we shall always be faithful supporters of our alma mater and will continue to celebrate its future successes. Please strive to continue the traditions and educational standards passed on to you by generations of McGuffey graduates. All hail McGuffey High.
As president of the junior class, I accept this symbol of education and learning with pride and respect. Our class will strive to continue the established traditions of McGuffey High School with the integrity and diligence they deserve. As president of the junior class, I extend my congratulations to each senior and wish each of you the happiness and success in your future. All hail McGuffey High.
Thank you, Gracie, and thank you, Cameron. You do a great job leading our student bodies, and we appreciate you taking part in this ceremony here. I'll see you Friday. Thanks, Grace. This concludes our senior award ceremony for this morning. This is a very, sitting here doing this in my conference room alone, and with very few people coming up here, it really makes us reflect on the fact of how social education is and how we rely on those exchanges and the personal effects of interacting with people as part of our educational process. Reading prepared remarks or reading things off a page and not being able to physically see the person or see their expression or see their reaction to these things is something that's, I think, been a challenge for all educators. And I'm certainly, as well as families and students as well. But I want you to know that we miss you tremendously. And I think Friday is going to be just a big sigh of relief to see all of you again. And these are tough times, but we're all going to get through this. and it's not going to define you or what you're going to accomplish here in the class of 2020. Couple things, announcements. That rally for education, I just tweeted it out again, starts at 12 o'clock. They're going, the Washington County Tourism Board, Range Resources has sort of a big event, online event for all students. But I think they're really tailoring it towards the class of 2020 throughout Washington County. They're going to have prize giveaways. I think they're giving away 2 diamond rings, trip to Hawaii. What was the other thing, Mr. Welk? Was it a Mercedes convertible or something like that? They're going to have live music. They're going to have some presenters. They're going to have some speakers that really sort of celebrate the class of 2020 and everything. They're going to have some gift card giveaways and some other things there. So I hope that you can tune into that. It's at therallyforeducation.com. You register, you go in there, click and register, and then they'll put you in. I think it's a big Zoom, which is going to have students from all the schools in Washington County. So it might be something neat to check out. So we appreciate Range Resources and the Washington County Tourism Board for their commitment to the students as they work their way through this. Tonight is Baccalaureate. It's going to be a virtual service that will be filmed here from our auditorium. So it'll be via Zoom, and that link is on the bottom of the high school webpage as well, right where you found this link. To class of 2020 and their parents, we're very excited about Friday. Please find your new arrival times. Please be here on time. Don't forget your caps and gowns. Don't forget all the little things there that you have to do. We're going to be sharing with you a video on instructions on exactly what our ceremony is going to start. It's being edited and finalized here. So if it's not up by the end of the day, it'll be up tomorrow. A YouTube video that sort of walks you through where a graduation ceremony is going to look like, what sort of where to walk, how do I get my diploma, all those things here, since we don't have graduation practices. Once again, we're finding new ways to do things. So, and then we'll review it whenever you come up. So be on time at your arrival time, and we'll go over it with you. But we certainly celebrate you, and I think you know, we're going to have a great ceremony on Friday, and we're looking forward to seeing all of you. So I think it's going to be a pretty emotional day, but since we haven't seen each other in so long, so but in a lot of ways, a very happy way. So I appreciate the McGuffey community, appreciate all of our sponsors, scholarship presenters, all the associations, all the students who have made the class of 2020 such a successful bunch of young people. So thank you for your time today, and I'll see you on Friday. And if you're attending baccalaureate or signing on to baccalaureate, of course, it's not mandatory, but it's going to be a great service. It's going to have members of the senior class officers, and the Claysville Association of Churches have gladly shared that information with you. Mr. Welk, did you have something?
Yes. So once this video has ended and it's fully captured on YouTube, we will post the link in case you missed something, or you can watch it again on YouTube.
Okay. Congratulations, class of 2020. See you soon. Thank you.